Hey guys, welcome back to Sticks and Stones. Today, we're gonna try doing another build. I was up pretty late last night, had a bonfire with some friends, awesome time, but we're a little tired today, but we're gonna crack on anyway and get this tank built and get these fish back in their home. Right now I've just got them stored in just like a tub full of water, a big tub anyway, with all the plants and stuff in it, and the filter is running. Um, so yeah, this is the tank here. So Land 90p, 50 gallons, I believe. So we're gonna do a South American biotope style tank, I think. And yeah, I don't have a good mic right now. I did have one that I bought on Amazon, and I used it once, and now it's not working again. So we're back to the good old camera microphone. So I won't do probably as much talking today. Maybe just film with some music in the background, but yeah, we'll get cracking on. So for our substrate, we really have to pack it full of nutrients because we have a lot of root feeder plants that are going to be going in, like Amazon swords and such. So we're going to layer the substrate so that there's plenty of nutrients and nutrients long term. So we have clay substrate, which is just fluorite red. That'll go over top of our lava rock, which I always put in, which will help with colonizing the beneficial bacteria. And then I'm going to try this. It's called green sand, and basically it's just minerals in a powder form. And I'm going to spread it probably over the lava rock as it's at the base. And we also have pond plant media. I've used this stuff before. It's basically just naturally sourced riverbank or river bottom substrate with all the organics floated off. So that'll be another source of nutrients. Then I'm also going to add some horticultural charcoal. Just a bit of it. I think it'll help with filtration and keeping maybe the tannins down a little bit, because the piece of wood that I'm going to use has not been soaked in water yet. So I'm expecting the water to be quite tinted. So yeah, we'll get that in and then start building the hardscape. Now that we got all of our nutrients or substrate in, we're going to do what we always do, and we're going to cap that with some sort of sand. Right now I have the same sand that I use in my African river tank, which will have some of that sand, and I have some pool filter sand I'm going to mix into it to hopefully lighten it up a little bit so it's not exactly the same as that tank. Cap this down, and then we can crack on with the hardscape. I almost forgot, I have some old substrate, sand, and probably a bit of nutrients in there, some lava rock. but I almost forgot to use it. I took it when I dismantled this tank yesterday. I saved some of that because it'll have lots of beneficial bacteria already in it. So we'll use that as the first kind of initial capping layer, and then we'll cap over top of this with the sand we actually want to see. I don't want to see this layer through the glass at the front, so I'm just going to make sure that I give lots of room and push this stuff back. So we'll want to drift forward over time. Alright, now we're going to add in our actual capping layer that we'll be okay with seeing. So what I've done is I've mixed my pool filter sand and the Quikrete sand. We'll put that down, and I have a little bit of ADA anyways, I can't remember, but it's somewhat of this color here, more of a lighter white gray sort of color. So we'll throw that over top once that's down, and then we can get on with our hardscape. Alright, the capping layer is down. All the nutrients are locked down, so now we can actually do the fun part and start playing around with the hardscape and see if we can come up with something cool. Now I've got a huge piece of wood. It's probably going to float. It's heavy, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to secure it so it won't float, but first I think we will get it in the tank and just see how it looks. This is a huge piece of wood. I may have to place some of the larger rocks in first, and then I don't know, I might have to like zip tie it, because I don't think glue is going to keep that piece of wood from floating, so start placing rocks and see what we can get. So I found a couple of rocks to place on top of this in certain places to see if it prevents it from floating. And also, while I had the camera off, I did do a few glue points around just as another measure, and hopefully those harden and prevent it from floating, but we'll see. But next I'm just going to lay out some more decorative sand in places, and once that's finished we will attempt to fill this thing up, and at that point we cross our fingers. Alright, our final kind of decorative layer is down. I didn't put much because I do want it to just kind of fade into the other sand below it over time. It's mostly just to lighten it up a little bit more, but yeah, I think the hardscape looks really good. That piece of wood is just awesome. I find like the bigger pieces you have, the better your scape is going to look because it just has more of an impact, right? So the only thing left to do now is fill it up. Like I said before, cross your fingers that that piece of wood doesn't float. So the wood didn't float. That's huge, because with a piece of wood this size, I was certain that it was going to float, but obviously the rocks and the glue are doing their job. So now we can actually get on with the planting. With this being a South American biotope style tank, I'm going to stick to plants that are from that region, not a specific region in South America, but just from that part of the world. So we have some different types of swords. I'm going to use a lot of dwarf Sagittaria. There's going to be some jungle val in here, and some Liliopsis brasiliensis. And I think for just a pop of color, I have Ludwigia super red. So yeah, I think that might be it for the plants, but I may add some more later on. But for today, I've got a group of stuff that's pulled out of other tanks that I had, and we'll get that in and see how that looks.